Also, we've been streaming for like 15 minutes silently. Yay. The computer's being a bitch. Dexter took a shit on the carpet and I stepped in it. A bunch of top national security advisors usurped the power of the presidency. All of the rednecks who used to call me a commie and say that Russia was bad can go eat a bag of dicks now. They can choke on a bag of dicks, actually. This episode of the Avant-Garde Electro Musical Project is brought to you by Satori Wellness. That is right, Satori Wellness in McKinleyville, California. Purveyors of fine, and legal cannabis. Also brought to you by Lotta Farms in Carlotta, California, the only farm-to-farm stand cannabis organization in California. That's right, they have a farm stand by their little farm in Carlotta where you go get weed, and because they cut out the middlemen, the pass the savings on to you. Pass the savings on to you. This rainbow party. Wait, first let's plan the karaoke party. S-A-T-U-R-E-A-Y.
I think it was the 20-something of March. Doggy love. Doggy love. Oh, you little.
Who else is coming? Who else is invited?
Kathleen, I don't think can. Wait, maybe my neighbor buddy can. Garrett's coming.
Shit, I thought I was going to be the one who was going to sing the winter song, the Klaus Nomi. But if Garrett's there, he's going to be the one who'll sing that one. He can sing high, yeah? He can.
Oh, yeah.
So, found out yesterday that one of my neighbors, like, considers me his enemy, like, hates me. I barely know the guy. Okay. And he's homophobic, and he doesn't like my rainbow flags, and he thinks I'm a big old lesbo, which is kind of a compliment, because I'm not. I mean, I'm such a wimp. Like, okay, cool, whatever. Anyway, this, I also put two and two together, that's the person who called fucking code enforcement on me when I built my fence. Because he still complains about it. Anyway, so I'm gonna have a rainbow party. We're gonna decorate, like paint my garage door and the railing that's from my little bitty back porch landing down to the yard, and have some rainbow. I'm gonna order some rainbow solar lights, but I could really use more ideas and more gay. I could use more gay.
Where's that penis you made for Mr. Bigfoot? Wait, that's not gay. That's just a penis.
It's just a penis. We need a pink pony. Oh, she kicked him off the bed like... I'm sorry, Dave.
Daisy, you're a brat.
Oh, to be a little dog. Everybody just moves you around all the I was like, what if I do Command Z here to try and undo this thing? I just fucked up. But something else got changed, and that's okay. Now I've learned something.
Yay, learning.
reaches. Left hand. A finger up to Q and return to A. S finger up to W and return to S. D finger up to E and return to D. F finger up to R and return to F. F finger up to T and return to F. Right hand. Semicolon finger up to P and return to semicolon. L finger up to O and return to L. K finger up to I and return to K. J finger up to U and return to J. J finger up to Y and return to J. Now, with your fingers resting lightly on the home keys and your eyes on the touch typewriting chart, strike the Q key quickly with the A finger and return the finger to the home key. Now, strike W
with the S finger, E with the D finger,
and R with the F finger. E with the D finger. And R with the F finger. R with the F finger. R with the F finger. R with the F finger.
Strike with the F finger.
extra gay. Let me make it worth your while to hate me. Why hate me when all I'm doing is, trying to recover from cancer treatments? Now you can hate me with rainbows and sparkles. I wish I could get a motion detector, not only a light, but so that it would play Pink Pony Club. Walk down the alley and like a disco light. Pink Pony Club. It would be great. Very much.
Coming down. Are you interested in those chocolate chip cookies that I made last week? I have some dough in the freezer. Whoop.
Let's talk about your posters.
I need to bring a working sewing machine up here. And then find some green and pink fabric. Like the Grinch green. And then Princess pink.
Is this so you can stuff it with?
Yep. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna buy fabric on. I'll buy like 2 fabrics online that are like the witch and the princess, or the fucking good witch. The green one and the pink, and the Glenda and the green one.
Let me check, because I think I have a bunch of pink. It's a cotton. It's perfect, and it's very small polka dots.
Yeah, totally perfect.
Kind of a hot pink with very small.
Because I could take like 2 other fabrics or 3 per coaster, you know? Make quilty versions.
Potpourri.
Then throw some
Special.
penis puree,
Some special lovin'.
cockpuree, coke-puree.
You may both. Giving the people what they want. Giving the people what they've been asking for. Update also about the Rainbow Party. Now my neighbors are saying, let's have a pride parade. Or a pride party in the alley.
Just have a party that's so big that it spills into the alley. And by the way, we're playing YMCA on the fucking speakers.
My house is so big. Right. We run out of space.
And it might just be because 3 people felt claustrophobic. It was too tight in there.
When is it ever too tight at a tape party? We all need a PA system. We need to have some tunes bumping while we're decorating. It's a rainbow decorating pride party.
Festival. So 2 days. 2 days.
2 days.
Can we put a tent out? Even just one little tiny fake tent, one of those Charlie Brown pup tents, you know, like an old Boy Scout.
Oh my god.
And no one's in it. It just looks like people are camping out because there's one fucking hippie pup tent set up with, you know, just an old canvas. It's a fucking parachute over the top. Who the fuck knows?
Let's have a fucking drag show. Why not just, if we're gonna have a festival, have a fucking drag show?
Let's plan for July. Let's do it in July. I'm booked through June, basically.
Okay.
Which is sucky.
Every weekend?
Not really, but there's I need to draw a little map. They call them calendars. I need a time map, you know,
Those normal
a
people.
calendar.
You need to map out my minutes.
A map of the month. The months ahead. How can you tell what's happening in the future if you don't have a time map? When I'm elderly
Directions to tomorrow.
and demented, or either one, or both, I'm gonna start saying time map instead of calendar. That'll be the first, right? One of your short circuits. Where's the time map? What? You know, the time map. You write out what's happening in the future on this map. A calendar? Calendar, thank you. That's the word. We're gonna call it pulling a trump
Strike with the F finger.
whenever you say something
Strike with
because
the
you're
F.
crossfiring. Because you don't remember the real word, so you say the thing that it's like.
Fucking Coke in the 70s and 80s.
Time map.
Strike
That's
with
gonna
the
be
F
mine.
finger. Strike with the F finger. Strike with the F finger.
Okay.
Strike with the F finger.
Going at 97.
Strike with the F finger. 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 Strike with the F finger.
Yeah, you can line it up, right? You know how to map beats.
Yeah, nigga, fuck down, try. 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 Yeah, nigga, fuck.
Oh, you have it already.
Fuck down, try. Yeah, nigga, 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 fuck down, try.
Strike with the
Yeah,
F.
nigga, fuck down, try. Yeah, nigga, fuck down, try.
Strike with the F
Nigga, fuck
finger.
down, try. Yeah, nigga, fuck down, try.
Strike with the F
Fuck
finger.
down, try. Yeah, nigga, fuck down, try.
Strike with the F
Nigga, fuck
finger.
down, try. Yeah, nigga, fuck down, try.
Strike with the F
Nigga, fuck
finger.
down, try. Yeah, nigga, fuck down, try.
Strike with the F
Nigga, fuck
finger.
down, try. Yeah, nigga, fuck down, try.
Strike with the F
Nigga, fuck
finger.
down, try. Yeah, nigga, fuck down, try.
Strike with the F
Nigga, fuck
finger.
down, try. Yeah, nigga, fuck down, try.
Strike with the F
Nigga, fuck
finger.
down, try. Yeah, nigga, fuck down, try.
Strike with the F
Nigga, fuck
finger.
down, try. Yeah, nigga, fuck down, try.
Strike with the F
Nigga, fuck
finger.
down, try. Yeah, nigga, fuck down, try.
Strike with the F
Nigga, fuck
finger.
down, try. Yeah, nigga, fuck down, try.
Strike with the F
Nigga, fuck
finger.
down, try. Yeah, nigga, fuck down, try.
Strike with the F
Nigga, fuck
finger.
down, try. Yeah, nigga, fuck down, try.
Strike with the F
Nigga, fuck
finger.
down, try. Yeah, nigga, fuck down, try.
Strike with the F
Nigga, fuck
finger.
down, try. Yeah, nigga, fuck down, try.
Strike with the F
Nigga, fuck
finger.
down, try. Yeah, nigga, fuck down, try.
Strike with the F
Nigga, fuck
finger.
down, try. Yeah, nigga, fuck down, try.
Strike with the F
Nigga,
finger.
fuck down, try. Yeah, nigga, fuck down, try.
Strike with the F
Nigga, fuck
finger.
down, try. Yeah, nigga, fuck down, try.
Strike with the F
Nigga, fuck
finger.
down, try. Yeah, nigga, fuck down,
Strike with the F
nigga, fuck
finger.
down, try. Yeah, nigga, fuck down, try.
Strike with the F
Nigga, fuck
finger.
down, try. Yeah, nigga, fuck down, try.
Strike with the F
Nigga, fuck
finger.
down, try. Yeah, nigga, fuck down, try.
Strike with the F
Nigga, fuck
finger.
down, try. Yeah, nigga, fuck down, try.
Strike with the F
Nigga, fuck
finger. finger. Stripe it the F 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 finger.
Yeah, nigga, fuck down, try. 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 Yeah, nigga, fuck
Hi, Eddie. Oh, where's this microphone? Hi. Welcome. Welcome to this mess. Yes. Dexter pooped on the floor and I stepped on it, so that was fun. That was right before we were supposed to start. Also, it's crazy weather outside, so windy and rainy, and it feels like being on a ship at sea. So we're right by the ocean here. It's not as bad. I mean, I'm not seasick, that's good, but whatever. Also, what the fuck is going on with our government? This is what we've been sort of talking about tonight. What the fuck?
fuck down, try. Yeah, nigga, fuck down, try.
I'm
Yeah,
that.
nigga, fuck down, try. Yeah, nigga, fuck down, try. Yeah, nigga, fuck down, try. Yeah, nigga, fuck
Okay, honestly, what I'm feeling is sad. There was a time in my life when I was a fairly patriotic person. You know, I joined the military. Not because by that time my patriotism had already waned somewhat, but I was like, whatever. I mean, it seemed like a solid, like a not stupid idea. Like when I was a kid or whatever, you know, like 4th of July. There was a big 4th of July parade in my hometown. My hometown of Greeley, Colorado, which just hosted Bernie and AOC, and 11,000 people showed up from Greeley. There's only like 110,000 people in the whole town. Probably people came over from Fort Collins and Loveland, but still, that's a lot. Anyway, when I was growing up, Greeley, super conservative. So that's why that's interesting. Anyway, so I grew up, you know, like whatever, like seen how, like, really, when a government is corrupt, how bad it is for the people on the ground? You know what I'm saying? When a government is corrupt, fucked up shit happens, like death squads, that's a thing. Shit river, I've been to the Philippines, right? Between what used to be the Navy base and the town, there's a river, and because of corruption, basically, it was raw sewage was in the river, and you had to walk across this to get from the base to the town, or from the town to the base, but right, so as much as like I have, America's not the greatest thing ever. It's also like there's way worse places to be. So and this is where I live. This is where I live. And so I'm sad. I'm sad about what these fucking people are doing. The way they're just being like Dexter and the Rug, just taking a shit. Just taking a shit on the whole fucking country. Just taking a shit on all of us. For sport. They don't fucking care. Next time they're not even gonna use Signal, they'll just use their regular text messages. They don't care. They want Russia to know. Or whatever, they don't care. They're just destroying something because it's for sport. It's like rolling coal.
They're not patriots.
It's like rolling coal. You do something that's really bad because you think you don't understand that it's not just annoying. You think that people are overreacting or it's toxic. Right? But you just feel like a badass, man, powerful or whatever. Fist bump, flag, fire. Fuck those people. Fuck them, because this fucking place matters. And there's the ways that we've struggled and worked and negotiated to make it suck less. How much work we've done. And this is like not just liberals or whatever, because to get legislation passed or whatever, you have to get agreement with a lot of people, right? That's a lot of work, man. To make things suck less. And then these fucking toddlers. They're like the grossest kids on the fucking playground that nobody wants to hang out with. Because they're horrible. Just because money. It's sport. Oh, let us send the hounds upon the fox. Let us send our highly trained fighter pilots to shoot these civilians. Oh, what great sport that is. Oh, fist bump, flag, fire emoji. What did you say earlier today, Molly? About the public thing that should happen involving a rope and a neck?
Traitors. You gotta hang traitors. That's right, isn't that what we do to traitors? We hang them. I didn't think we'd re-elect them.
There's a guy that I follow on Instagram. He says that he thinks that Joe Biden is the worst president ever because he had one job: keep that fucker out of office.
It's never one dude. It's never about one dude. It's never one person that can fix it all.
still.
But I get that.
He
I
had
get it.
4 years to do something about it. Fuck Garrett. Not Garrett. Merrick
Poop
Garland.
face.
Spineless.
Merrick, no G-spot. So he's Merrick Arlen. Arlen.
And once again, this particular episode of the Avant-Garde Electronic Chilectro. Wow, this is some good weed. It's been brought to us by Satori Wellness. That is correct. Satori Wellness in McKinleyville, California. Purveyors of fine, and legal cannabis.
It's backwards and it sounds like this dope little Latin lick. My little backwards whistle. A little Latin-y with the right little guitar. But now. No, sorry, wrong one. Here we go. Oh, wrong button. Whoa, sweet child of mine.
big because it's fairly big. It's like 6 feet tall, exactly 6 feet tall now, and it's going to be 10 or 15 feet wide. Right, so a couple of unicorns like facing each other, like they're frolicking. You know, they're kind of only on their back feet maybe a little bit, or one front foot is raised or whatever. And Holly was saying that maybe they could have rainbows coming out of their butts. Then maybe we could make like a rainbow ribbon, sort of. It's kind of, behind them, there's the rainbow ribbon, and then just the way that we have it positioned, it's a ribbon. Well, you can see it in the rest of the thing, but then it kind of looks like it's coming out of their butt. So, is there exterior paint that has glitter in it? How do we get glitter? How do we make this glittery? It's a redwood fence. It's my fence. I purchased and helped to build that fence. I'm excited about painting unicorns on the fence. I'll give this guy, he's gonna hate. You know, it just makes me kind of sad. I found out this neighbor has been hating on me, like he considers me to be his enemy, and I barely know him. Honestly, I barely know him. So it's all in his head, and it's because he thinks that I'm a big old lesbo, which is not the case. That's not where my queerness lies. But, so this is all entirely in his head because I have rainbow flags on my front porch, right? Entirely in his head. Like his reason for hating me, he made that up. But if he's gonna hate me for being gay, if he's gonna he's been putting all of his energy towards hating me, and I didn't even know. I mean, he hasn't gotten anything out of it, right? So I say I'm just gonna give him so much gay. So much gay. I actually started today. I have a flag, a rainbow flag, and it says Pace, peace, on it in Italian. I got it at a secondhand store, whatever. So I hung that. First I was going to hang it off of my back porch, 'cause from his garage you can kind of see my back porch. But then I realized that actually my bedroom window is more visible from his garage than my back porch is. So I hung the flag in my window, and then I put a light behind it, right behind it, and then I closed my curtains. So it's like, because I'm not at my house. I'm going to be I'm here at Holly's. I'm going to be staying tonight here, right? So it's okay. It's an LED light. Nothing's going to catch on fire. So this nice rainbow peace flag is sort of backlit in my bedroom window. I love it. So I'm gonna have a rainbow decorating party, which might become a pride thing. I have thoughts about that. I have thoughts about that. Because there's gonna be like we're trying to have in this little town where I live, we're trying to have a town-wide yard sale and a little street festival. I mean, a block party. It's really a block party. This summer, and I don't necessarily want that to be a pride event. Not that I want to invite Queer Humboldt and Las Vegas Pride or whoever to come and have a booth or to be a presence there if they want to like invite people to the Ferndale Pride. But it's like Pride is kind of its own thing, and I'm totally up with that. But we want this to be like just a us of that in the White House, in his texting turd pile. Oh, look at this. Oh, yeah. But also, more specifically, the reason why Scotia needs to build community is because it's kind of this artificially, it's this kind of artificially created community. It used to be the company town for the Pacific Lumber Company. And then for a long time, it was the town that used to be the company town. But it was all rentals. When it was a company town, it was Yukon Rentals, and it was rentals afterwards as well. And now people are owning houses, but people are moving into Scotia. There are not very many people who were part of the company town who are living in Scotia now. There's not so many people who rented houses, who have bought houses. Oh, good. So people like me have moved into this town, and we kind of need to intentionally create community. Because we don't have that luxury of like we all grew up together. There's already like a set group of people who already have been there a long time and have a long history. Right? We gotta make it, right? So that's why that's good. That's why we want to have a community, like, block party. Anyway, so rainbow decorated party.
Starts, in the early evening while the sun is still up, because it's summer.
I have a vision for my back fence, maybe with a stencil or something, but paint a couple of unicorns facing each other like they're frolicking.
Yep.
Okay, and then you have like this rainbow ribbon that's actually kind of above them, or but it comes down in such a way that it looks like they're pooping rainbows.
Yes, perfect, because it just goes right through there. It's behind them, literally, and
Where the
behind.
tail meets the body.
Yep. And the tail is maybe flipped up because they're playful.
Right? They're frolicking.
They're frolicking. Of course my tail would have lifted up.
I'm gonna reward him with all of that unrequited hate.
just some kind of eternal, populous, avant-garde animated movie. Or maybe you're just some kind of eternal, populous, avant-garde animated movie. Or maybe you're just some kind of eternal, populous, avant-garde animated movie. Or maybe you're just some kind of eternal, populous, avant-garde animated movie. Or maybe you're just some kind of eternal, populous, avant-garde animated movie. Or maybe you're just some kind of eternal, populous, avant-garde animated movie. Or maybe you're just some kind of eternal, populous, avant-garde animated movie. Or maybe you're just some kind of eternal, populous, avant-garde animated movie. Or maybe you're just some kind of eternal, populous, avant-garde animated movie. Or maybe you're just some kind of eternal, populous, avant-garde animated movie. Or maybe you're just some kind of eternal, populous, avant-garde animated movie. Or maybe you're just some kind of eternal, populous, avant-garde animated movie.
You're not the one that sent me the reel about like the Grateful Dead soundboard and a dude who was cleaning it and got high on acid because he was lifting up the knobs, and so after his like 12-hour trip,
I think
he
I've
was
heard
like,
this.
I'm gonna wear gloves while I'm cleaning this off.
I think I've heard this story. It sounds familiar.
And then they donated the soundboard to a college so students could, or something like that.
Yeah.
Students could study it.
Yeah.
Because it's a classic or whatever.
Where did it go? What school did it go to? We can find out.
Bay Area, I think.
I want to say it's Diablo Valley College. They have a recording arts program.
That's quite a cookie. That's the best chocolate chip cookie I've ever made, that recipe. Oh my god, it always turns out awesome. I made English muffins.
Ooh, rather.
And I used starter and yeast. So they rose pretty quickly. But I think next time I'll omit the yeast and let it do like the overnight proofing or whatever.
Is there really
The long con. Just to get that
the progress of death?
type of rise. Anyway, because I like the recipe.
That is how you do English muffins, right? You do both, right? That's what those both ones.
Progress of death.
Do it what?
It's one of those both ones.
Of love.
Baking soda and
It's yeast. Well,
Is there
Alton Brown has a recipe I like. One of his recipes uses milk powder. I went on to ChatGPT and I said, I want to use sourdough starter in my English muffins. And I like Alton Brown's recipe for English muffins. Can you tell me how to do that? And it gave me a recipe, which made sense to me after making 1 loaf of sourdough bread. So I think the only change I would make is I would have let it rise, sit, proof, whatever it's called, overnight. Or like, you know, from 8 p.m. till 3 p.m. the next day or whatever. To do a long proof, just to get everything eaten. I don't know. Whatever. Do you know what I mean? Is that right? his aunt and uncle's 50th wedding anniversary.
Gotcha.
The only people that I'd ever met before there that I remember was my uncle, who was at my wedding, from Arizona, who I'd visited as a kid a bunch. And
Your dad's brother.
So it was my dad, yeah. So my dad he just took me out there to do this because it was fucking, like, we're gonna take 5 people out there. And it was cool, it was a really neat trip. Yeah, there you go. There's something about me. I have no idea why I wrote that up.
Why were you? Was it about?
Oh, the turtle. That was this turtle. So when we were in Wisconsin, that's where his aunt lived, my great aunt, and it was Spring Green, Wisconsin.
Spring Green,
Wisconsin.
Wait, Spring Green, Wisconsin sounds like a color of a jumper from like LLB.
J. Crew, yes.
Spring Green, Wisconsin, with the Wisconsin in there.
So
Like it's very outdoorsy.
the town is tiny, but it's where Frank Lloyd Wright. No, Frank Lloyd Wright. Frank Lloyd
Architect?
Wright. Yeah. Is that who? Anyway, famous architect. Now I'm doubting myself because I don't know the names of any other architects right now. Why would it not be Frank? Why would it not? Anyway.
Frank Lloyd Wright.
I love that album. Yeah.
Simon and Gar- I saw them on their like tour.
So
Okay, keep going.
there was,
Okay.
I'm sure we went to like a museum somewhere, and then we got this tortoise thing.
What's it made out of?
But I don't have the card that was inside anymore. I don't know where that is. But can you see an artist's tag at all?
No, but I love it. I wonder if it was made with coils.
Huh.
That's how they made it.
And you could.
Okay, so this is from my like 1 year of pottery classes.
Professional opinion.
All the little dots in there, that stuff is called grog.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, and grog.
Yeah.
Grog is ceramics that have been already dried completely, or even disc fired, and then they break them up, put it back in the wet clay, because it helps it be stronger and it helps it dry faster.
Sure, because there's less wet clay in the wet clay.
Right.
There's little specks
And because it's
of
more,
not possible to be wet clay.
yeah, and it's more porous, so it'll like kind of make things adhere better. It's what
Yeah.
they use it more
Fluffier.
for sculpting. I mean, it's for architecture,
Yeah.
but more for sculpture because it'll kind of stay better, not flop as much.
Yep.
Speaking of clay, I got some very dark brown clay that when it's fired, it's almost black. I think, and I talked to Kristen about like what kind of ceramics do people want. Like I can sort of make anything, right? Like, what are people wanting? And she
Little
said,
plates. Little, like small, like rice, side of rice cup bowl thing.
she was thinking like cups, like people like
Handheld.
a mug, like a tea.
Maybe a
thing.
mug with a handle, mug with 2 handles, mug with no handles, mug with a lippy handle thing, just like 4 different styles, you know? Mug with a little flare, mug straight up.
Like Barbara had a good idea of that, like maybe I could actually design them. She has coffee there. Like maybe I could design the mugs for the shop, right? They're like her signature mugs or whatever. It's
What I've seen is you just make a circle and then you cut off so you have a ribbon. And then the ribbon is then just shaped into the handle. Or the ribbon is just attached and peeks out over for a little
like that
little rail to like
little rail.
Yeah.
Right, teachers.
But I'd play with that.
Teachers have demonstrated how to pull. It's kind of like, it's kind of gross. You know, think gross. Say you got something in your hand and you pull it, right? And it's kind of like beigey brown. Anyway, but it's sort of the same.
Yeah.
But you started with a fat, like a more girthy piece of clay, and then as you roll it and shape it, then it's something about that, doing that specifically, the way that aligns the silica crystals or whatever, it makes it stronger. There's some weird, like, physics
I get
and
that.
chemistry having to happen with clay.
But I also get the like if it's spinning, right, and you're guiding it, like are you not lining up the shit? Do you know what I mean? The little pieces of the if it's on a wheel, and then if you take that top strip that you were just maneuvering and made that ribbon the shape of your handle, right?
Yeah, I mean,
So like what, like is that a little bit of forcing the clay into the strands that it needs? Do you know what I mean?
maybe. I don't know. I can ask Joe.
Which is why fucking mugs don't break or whatever. I don't know. They break, but
Yeah.
why you can't smush them?
Unless you're like hulking out.
I have a ring on.
I don't know. Anyway, I could also, like, if it's just gonna be fun to play with. But I have these, like, skull-shaped candy molds that I've used already for,
Yep.
like,
Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. No notes. Can I just take a detour with the two couples that sat next to us that were like, what do you call them? It was just I never want to be like that. I don't ever want to be those women. As much as I will shop at whatever shop that women like that might, I don't know, and as much as I might get my nails done sometimes, and as much as I like wear makeup, I'm not one of those ladies.
I honestly didn't even, I was studiously ignoring them, but that fucking guy
had a
kept
really good
fucking
angle.
touching me.
I know you. I don't know why he slouched up, so that's why I kept saying that shit all loud. But I don't know if he heard. If he did, and he hit it really well. Cause I was like, get out of our business.
Right.
You're in our business.
You're in a business. We'll just talk about it even more.
Like you're in our business. I don't know.
But
the way
yeah,
that the two women sat in the middle, the way that they both ordered cheese smash burgers, and they were cutting them in half, and one of them needed sauce on the side. I ordered extra mayo. Like I just.
Oh, you order extra mayo like the boss. No, but I didn't even have to. The thing is,
They were all wearing really clean athletic gear. Like the dudes had the hats. They both had the hats and the.
no, they just exuded. The guys just exuded like manspreading.
The world is your oyster. Yes, two couples. Oh, they didn't bug me. I just
They bugged me.
got bugged. That's on me.
No.
It's not their fault. It's not their lame fault.
That was a shitty thing for that guy to do.
The dudes, I really wanted.
It's like weird.
I wanted
We're
us to
sitting
meet
here.
eyes, because it took 3 or 4 scooches. absurd shit.
I'm constantly distracted.
Oh yeah.
It's supposed to be. It's the wind was blowing on.
Oh yeah. It was.
Oh, you're this on my pillow. I gave it my jacket. Oh, one of your dogs is on my jacket.
Dude, your bed is open, Dexter. Come get the bed, bud.
We know it's coming. There's a above and make it. Man, what is it, man?
Yeah.
Man, what?
Yeah. I feel like they might have been from Oregon. Because where's 197?
Roseburg.
Where's 197? Does that go up through Bend? They could have totally been Bend people. Oh, very much they could have been Bend people. It doesn't matter. That bartender's gonna start recognizing us. You think he recognized us from last week?
I don't know.
I've seen him 4 or 5 times now. It's gonna. If I can pick a bang style. Oh my god. I trimmed my bangs last week and they just looked. How do they look worse? Because they're at the end of the day they're doing this weird flip in a weird direction. I'm like, that's the ugliest bang I've ever seen. Fuck this shit. And then I was like, listen, if I cut the bottom layer, I'm just gonna go super short. And the because I'm already kind of trimmed. And the bottom layer is gonna be shorter. So that the top layer or the mid layer kind of folds underneath it. And then the very top layer, I do a little trick where I'm pulling back and trimming so it's a little bit shorter. So there's the bounce or whatever. But Jesus Christ, it took me like a week and a half to fix it. Just every night, just kind of going, what did I miss?
Sorry.
Why? And then it just made me look older and weird because there was this under too long and curled the wrong way hair. Why are you too long and curled the wrong way?
I know. I look at my hair and I'm like, that's not it. I can't decide if I should have somebody like trim up the back basically, or if I should just buff down the corners.
After I'm done with CMEA president and past president, at least half of it, because I want to do it to at least half. I don't know if my middle school is cool enough to take that, but maybe if I bob the other side, it won't be so dramatic.
Just do have an asymmetrical.
And then maybe if I keep the strip kind of thin, narrow, maybe whatever. Anyway.
I had a friend in high school.
Well, maybe bleach the short part.
Yeah.
And then when it grows out, it'll be all funny.
She had to kind of shave over her ears, but she had like hide it from her parents.
Yeah. mood.
Avant-garde animated movie. Or maybe just some kind of eternal, heartless avant-garde animated movie.
What tempo was it? 97?
Just some kind of eternal, heartless avant-garde animated movie. Maybe just some kind of eternal, heartless avant-garde animated movie. Heartless avant-garde animated avant-garde animated heartless 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 avant-garde animated movie. Eternal, 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 heartless
hate's alive. The hate's alive.
Hold on.
Sounds like it's saying please hold Tron.
Daddy's gonna show me the way. Mac 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 Daddy's gonna show me the way.
The dogs were going to the restroom. They were relieving themselves, which is how I call it when kids ask to go to the bathroom at school now.
Relieving themselves?
They say, "Can I go to the bathroom?" I said, "Oh, do you need to relieve yourself? Go right ahead." I don't do it with a couple kids who constantly ask to go to the bathroom, and I'm like, what sort of issues are you having at lunch? Well, anyway, some cereal fell into a bowl. And then some milk splashed in accidentally.
You just leave that sitting there.
Couldn't, it would get soggy. Although it was Crispix. It's supposed to stay crispy in milk. It doesn't not stay crispy.
Oh, that's the one. Is that the half checks?
Half rice, half corn. Oh, it's still fucking delicious. And it's way better than Life cereal, or way better than Chex. But you're right. So the liquid goes through, and it's still kind of, because you're crunching them together. There's still a little bit of a bite in the cereal, even if it's kind of been lingering.
I wonder if they engineered that cereal.
Right, or if it was a happy accident.
You have to have an extruder. This is such a thing.
Yeah.
Who knows? I guess
the half and
there's probably how it's made.
Thing. Oh, from Crispix? I bet it's proprietary or whatever. Conduct 5th grade honor band, or all county band. So okay. We just did an all region festival, which is by nomination. So a handful of your kids. You said this all county festival is for every music kid in the whole district.
Gotcha.
And I get to conduct the 5th grade band because they're gonna come to. A lot of them will come to me for 6th grade.
Then they'll be, I like Miss Mac. Oh, yeah.
They will fucking love me, because who doesn't? What 5th grader does not love me?
She's like a kid. She jumps around like, oh.
There's gonna be like 200 kids in the band or something like that. It's gonna be this ridiculously sized band.
That's fun.
5th graders.
Were you playing Hot Cross Buns?
No, there's a couple, what is it? I can't remember. There's something called Whack-A-Mole, and there's different sets of instruments stand up at different times and then sit back down. Right,
Gotcha.
like bloop, 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 bloop. And then another piece, Alpha Dog. I don't know what that one is. But that's fun. But now I'm also teaching my students the advanced band music that the high school dude is going to direct. So, because those guys will end up going to the high school.
Understand. Got it.
But, so I'm teaching all 3 of my concert band. Oh, there is a 6th grade band, thank God, which is different than the 7/8. The 7/8 is the advanced one that the high school guy does. The 6th grade band, I've been having them learn their pieces. They're doing pretty well on theirs also. It'll be fun. We have 2 days where we have 2 hours of rehearsal with the groups all at the high school.
Right.
One of the days is like the week before. The second day is the day of the concert. We all get purple t-shirts with a logo. And then the parents bring the kiddos. We all sit in the gym with all the bands set up for the most part, and then we play. It's funny, they did the program, but they forgot to include the strings group. I was like, can we make this font smaller so we can fit the strings group in? It's a new group, so
groups.
Oh, but I get to direct the strings group too, when it's my strings class. So we're not actually going to rehearse those 2 days at the high school. Because we already rehearse all day and nobody asks our group. So
Hard to do.
you know what
To feel something without actually
relieved himself outside.
Oh, yes. Dexter's trying to be like a sexy swimsuit model. He's a little short-legged blonde. Dexter. Unimpressed, buddy.
Husband didn't want her. That was where she learned the great skill of empathy. And also where she learned what our meditation teacher keeps telling us. He says, you should try to learn how to feel sad. And he says, you should try to learn how to feel sad without being sad. And he says, you should try to learn how to feel sad without being sad. And he says, you should try to learn how to feel sad without being sad. And he says, you should try to learn how to feel sad without being sad. And he says, you should try to learn how to feel sad without being sad. And he says, you should try to learn how to feel sad without being sad. And he says, you should try to learn how to feel sad without being sad. should try to learn how to feel sad without being sad. Besides, you should try to learn how to feel sad without being sad. Besides, you should try to learn how to feel sad without being sad. learn how to feel sad without being sad. He says, you should try to learn how to feel sad without being sad. He says, you should try to learn how to feel sad without being sad. He says, you should try to learn how to feel sad.
Okay, from now on, the second we know that we're live, we both have to go on our phones and make sure that the sound is going out.
Yeah. I mean, usually I do,
Yeah,
but
I know.
poop on the carpet, and the stupid coop poop. The stupid coop poop. Poop coo, the poop coo. Poopy coo, poop 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 coo. Poop on the shoe, poop on the carpet. Poop on the shoe, poop on the carpet.
Poop all over there.
Poop flying in the air. Oh my god, they sent some poop over with their group chat. Group chat poop. Poopy coo.
Poop chat.
Group
fucking does that shit?
Group poop. Group poop. Poop chat.
That ain't where it's at, y'all.
Group poop. Group poop.
Just poop by yourself. I mean, if that's your thing, and I'm not gonna yuck anybody's yum.
Right. But yuck.
I'll black somebody's yum. I won't yuck it, but I might black it. Black. I don't think that when I talked about, her name's Ashley Babbitt,
Was.
the alleged bomber,
No.
bomb planter.
Who thinks that she was a bomb planter?
I don't want to just spread rumors around.
It's just you and me. Is there anybody else here? You're not supposed to just... What?
Yeah, you know, it's my buddy online that I listen to. He's not my buddy.
So does he... upon what does he base this idea?
And it's not even really that idea. He says he just was positing, what if there was some what ifs? For instance, what if she didn't punch the dude that was in front of her to get him out of her way so she could be the first through the doors? Would he have gotten shot because he got first and she was so gung-ho she would have gone in anyway and also gotten shot, and so there would have been 2 dead people right at that spot? There are already 4 dead people in the whole Trump supporters that day. But
What about...
But he just says, so let's just say that she was the pipe bomb planner. Wouldn't that be the reason that nobody's looking into that? Because the right side, you know, the MAGA people do not want to find that she was responsible for it because they think she's a hero. She got permission from the Orange Menace to do this, right? Whether it was explicit or implicit, she had permission to do this, or she thought she did.
Gotcha.
To
plant a bomb and also
Fine, bud.
Now, he doesn't say that she did it.
No,
He just says,
long time over it.
we're all talking about security and transparency. What if this was the case? Like that, of course you wouldn't tell us. It's just one way to turn the conspiracy lens onto them rather than t'other way around. You know, it's a mental it's a mental exercise. Like, of course you wouldn't release that information. She was on your side, right? Like,
well.
you know.
No, I don't understand. It's okay. I'm pretty stoned. I've hit that point. Wait. All right. So he's saying that if they knew, like, alleging that the right knew that she did
Let's
that.
just say that they
And
knew.
that they somehow
Sorry, mistake.
found, either knew ahead of time or found out in the
After
course
the-
of investigating her death, right? They figured that out and they just decided not to tell anybody. She was when did she, how would her being the planter of a pipe bomb make her less of a hero in the eyes of the GOP than how?
Because then that's not a spontaneous, let's all take the Capitol building on a whim, right? Like that is a prior planning, you know, like the gallows they built. But anyway, you know, so there's like a vaguely intellectual difference between the planning and building of a pipe bomb and planting that bomb. versus being at a
Being
rally
swept up in the
somewhere
moment or
else and then having the president tell you to fucking walk up to the Capitol, that he's going with you. That he added that in the speech, because if he would have had that written down in the speech, they would have had to plan for that, and they would have had security, and it wouldn't have been as easy for those motherfuckers to get onto the Capitol. So he added those words after the speech was already written. Are you hearing me? They would never have let him said, and I'm going up with you. And remember how then when he didn't go up with them, he tried to strangle the driver of the car, and he says it was the beast you can't reach, but he wasn't in the beast. He was just in like a fucking OJ vehicle, you know, just the SUV. Anyway, I mean, we don't have to rehash traders trading.
Trader's gonna trade. Trader's gonna trade.
Okay, we are gonna raid. So Raider's gonna raid. I think DJ 90 might be on still. Let's see. Maybe not. Did you get off? Nope, there he is. DJ 90's gonna play. Alright, people, we're gonna raid. We're gonna pass out soon. Gonna enjoy that butter your bread gift just a little more, 'cause that's fucking awesome. I love it so much. What a good gift. Do you know the only thing that would make that butter bread gift better? If I went in and had little newspaper clipping words that were getting spread onto the, you know, so that final shot said like, save our ships, or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Holly yesterday.
Holly is today. If you're here, ready to raid, we appreciate that. And it'll do it. We're gonna do it. Oh, I might have just raided now. There we go.
Oh, I was just trying to
Damn it.
copy.
I didn't copy either.